Okay, Shalom, Yasharella, giving all praise and glory to the Most High. I was looking at going into the fear of the Most High, and the pages, my notes went right to it, so I can't do anything but go into that. You understand? It understand what I'm saying, because when the Spirit go out like that and come like that, all praise to the Most High. So as always, I'm going to start with Colossians 3:17, and whatsoever you do, word or deed, do all by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. So we give all praise and glory to the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and all glory to his holy name. So I want to look at Job 28 and 28, first and foremost. Job 28 and 28. It say, and unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Most High, that is wisdom. And wisdom is the proper application of knowledge. Wisdom is the proper application of knowledge. So the fear of the Most High is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding. You see? That's why when you go to Proverbs 4 and 7, Proverbs 4 and 7, see, that's why we have to look at, like I asked, what is fear? I got all kind of answers. You out there might have all kind of answers. But what is fear? What's the fear of the Most High? Ask the child, because all the adults had the wrong answer. I asked a child, he said, to be scared, to be afraid of them. But, our people, I guess they coming from a so-called religious type of perspective, where I guess they taught not to be fearing the Most High because the Most High is all love. I don't know where that's at. I say the Most High is love, but he's not all love. It said the fear of the Most High is the beginning of wisdom, the proper application of knowledge. So Proverbs 4 and 7 says, wisdom, which is the proper application of knowledge, is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, right? But it says, and with all thy getting, everything you get understanding. That's very key. Proverbs 1 and 4. That's why I say people don't really fear the Most High enough in these last days. And you see all the things that he's doing? He's plaguing this earth. You think that man can do whatever he's doing without the Most High being involved? Y'all exclude the Most High and y'all just let the devil have everything, right? The devil's doing everything, right? So where the Most High fit in your life at? If you say the devil, you pointed at the devil said they blame me for everything. And the Most High said, I got my hand in this kingdom. He ruling the kingdom of men. Listen, Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. See that? So when you respect him enough to be afraid of him, be scared of him because what he'll do, don't wait till he visits you, or he visit somebody in your family, or somebody that you love, your friend or your associate, and jack their butts up to realize you better fear the Most High, especially we that's in this truth. You know what he said? The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. But fools, now he call you a fool, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. You can't tell them nothing. That's a fool. You try to instruct them, it's like I always say, okay, what's the word on you when the book is closed? Okay, what's the word on me when the book is closed? If I'm still trying to bring spiritual understanding to save our people's lives and counseling and so forth, or just direction, you're a fool if you can't take instruction and wisdom. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about now because you're listening, right? But when the book is closed, now I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm a fool. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. When the Most High told us everything is here, what's new? What's new? Everything's here. He told us in Joshua 1 and 8. He told us this. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. That means you got to speak on it. But thou shalt meditate therein day and night. If you meditate on this Bible day and night and looking at things and comparing it spiritually to what the word says, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written. You hear that? Therein. That we may observe to do according to all that's written in this Bible. But how you going to do and observe to do all that's written in the Bible if you don't know it? And we've been given many, many hours and hours and hours and hours of information, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this Bible. So we have no excuse. There's no excuse for none of us. So he says that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. And when you do this, he said, for then thou shalt make thy way prosperous. And then when you do this, thou shalt have good success. See that? All success is not good. But he said, when you do this, you're going to have good success. That's what you want, good success. For real, for real. Look at Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 43 and 26. So this is what you're supposed to be gauging everything on. If not, then you rolling with the devil. Listen. Ecclesiasticus 43 and 26. By him the end of them has prosperous success. And by his word all things consist. See that? By him the end of them hath prosperous success. We're going to have plenteousness if we follow the Most High's rules and regulations of what he's telling us to do, to have that plenteousness beyond our imagination. By him the end of them hath prosperous success. And by his word all things consist. You see? So by his word all things consist. So therefore we got to follow what it says. You got to know what to do it though. Proverbs 15 and verse 33. The fear of the Most High is the instruction of wisdom. So to be instructed, I did a lesson on how to take correction. You know, how to be instructed to help you get to the kingdom. Or you can be thrown in hellfire. But see, if you don't think about that, you don't fear the Most High. Do you know who he is? Do you know who he is? You can go in this Bible and show him, because this is what's important. Knowing the Most High. Because in the end, he's going to be all in all.
How's Joey?
And he don't care about no individual person. He have no respect of person. If we didn't have a Mashiach Abishai there to fan them flames, he'll fire. He already told John the Baptist he raised up some stones to be his people. Told Moses, I'll make a nation out of you, Moses. I'll kill them all. He killed everybody. But Joshua and Caleb are the adults. Don't y'all realize this? No. Y'all got something else on your mind. The fear of the Most High is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. You don't say before honor is pride. You thinking you all that? Oh, he gon' humble a whole lot of people. Believe this. Verse 5 of Proverbs, the 16th chapter. Everyone that is proud, since I'm talking about it, in heart and they mind, you conceited, you thinking you all that, somebody got you built up to think you so, is an abomination to the Most High. You abomination to the Most High. Don't join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. Don't matter. You prideful, you are abomination, a filthy, wicked act in the eyes of the Most High. Hear that? So what are you going to do? Because it says, verse 7, when a man's ways, when the things you do please the Most High, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So now you look at this, and we're going to read it backwards. We're going to understand it backwards. Since he said, if you please the Most High, he will make your enemies be at peace with you. That's what you want. But if you do not please the Most High, now you got to deal with these spirits of the enemies. Your enemies. And a lot of you don't even recognize your enemies because you ain't smart enough to realize who your enemies are that are not dealing with this truth. And you're going to find out. There's going to be a whole lot of people that's going to be crying and sighing, like Mother Shah said. They're going to be crying and sighing, wailing, and gnashing of teeth, he said. Why? For that pain and suffering, that torment. Don't wait till he visits you to start hollering out, screaming out, Muslim eye, both sides, then something happened to you, want to repent. It's too late. Look, this is really important because we're in the last days. We're in the last days, whether you want to accept it or not. It is about how do we get our names written in the book of life. That's what's important. Look at Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction. You hear that? Pride goeth before destruction. And a haughty spirit before a fall. You know. And you got to understand, people do not understand the level of understanding these scriptures and what the Most High is saying and bringing it forth when the book is closed and when the book is open. And you try and instruct them and everything you're doing is before the Most High. And you know you're going to be held accountable. So you have to be on point. Where people that's not there, they look at emotions and feelings and all that stuff. But I ain't dealing with that. He ain't dealing with that. I ain't dealing with that. Nobody that's really dealing with this truth is dealing with emotions and feelings and all of that. Ain't about that. Let me see if your emotion get you into the kingdom. See if that's going to get you into the kingdom. It said, when a man's ways please the Most High, he maketh even his enemies be at peace with him. But, you tell you in verse 19, but better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. But people only look at, hey, he got something. They got some money. They got everything I need. So he's telling you, it's better to be with the poor and the lowly than to be with somebody that's prideful that got things going on. He'll tell you about the rich. That's all they do is devise their minds to think about how they're going to get more money, more money, more money, more money. That's their God. That's why he got on the dollar bill what it's saying, God we trust. But ask somebody. That's their God. Better understand. Look, go to Exodus, the 3rd chapter. It's amazing how people think they just go into the Most High. And he responded to wherever it is that they saying. And not really looking at what it is that we did as the children of Israel in this Bible. Go to Exodus 3, the 3rd chapter. Verse 2, and the angel of the Most High appeared unto him appeared unto Moses in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush was burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed. Right? So it says, and Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt. Because it's the word of the Most High. That's like fire. And when the Most High, through the angel, saw that, he turned aside to see. The Most High called on him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, here am I. Listen what it says in verse 5. And he said, draw not nigh hither. What he's saying? Now you think about you out there that's just calling on the name of the Most High. You just going to the Most High. You know you got your relationship with the Most High. Listen what he said. Told Moses, he said, draw not nigh neither. Say, don't come near. Don't come near here. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet. Say, take your shoes from off your feet. For the place whereof thou standest is holy ground. To take your shoes off. Say, don't come here, like he told us. The whole children of Israel. Don't come near the mountain. Don't come near that mountain. Look. That's why I say, we require, it tells you, look at 1 Corinthians 1:22. See, it is a shame. Right now, we supposed to be looking at this and saying, okay, well, that happened. Okay, I don't want to do that. That's not going to happen to me because I'll see what happens. But this is us. 1 Corinthians 1:22. For the Jews require a sign. See? Show us something. Show me something. What have you done for me lately? We require a sign. Even with the Most High. That's why I say people don't fear the Most High. For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom. You see? And the Greeks are the children of Israel that was in a lost state of mind. They were Greeks all the way from the Greek Empire. Look at go to Exodus 19, and we're going to read, start at verse 11. No, let's start at verse 9. Let's read 9. Exodus 19:9. And the Most High said unto Moses, Lo, I come unto thee in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with thee, and believe thee forever. And Moses told the words of the people unto the Most High. What they say, verse 8. And all the people answered together and said, all that the Most High has spoken we will do. And Moses returned the words of the people unto the Most High. They lied. They lied. They lied. Verse 10, and the Most High said unto Moses, go unto the people, we the children of Israel, and sanctify them, clean them up, today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes. So the Most High wants you to be clean. People praying to him, looking like whatever. He wants you to be clean when you come talking to him. And be ready against the third day. For the third day, the Most High will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai, and thou shalt set bounds unto the people round about. So he said, set bounds unto the people round about. Don't let them just come up in here. That's a boundary that we had. Saying, take heed to yourselves. Tell the people what? Take heed to yourselves. You take heed to yourself out there. That ye go not up into the mount. So don't go up into the mount or touch the border of it. Touch the border of it. Whosoever touches the border, the mount, shall be surely put to death. That's the Most High. He said, you touch that mountain, You're going to be put to death. Oh, people don't fear the Most High. They think in their wildest dreams that they could just go to the Most High any kind of way. He said, whosoever touches the mount shall surely be put to death. There shall not an hand touch it. There shall not a hand touch it, but he shall surely be stoned. You hear that? If anyone's hand touch it, he shall surely be stoned or shot through. Shoot him through with an arrow. Whether it be beast or man. You hear that? Even dealing with animals. Whether it be beast or man, it shall not live. That's what we talking about. The Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He said he shall surely not live. When the trumpet soundeth long, they shall come up to the mount. You hear that trumpet blowing? Long, come up to and we're going to have a trumpet that's going to be blown in our time. Most High will. When the Mashiach Shai come back. Yeah, check this out. Hold that. Go to 1 Thessalonians. There it is. 4:16. For the Most High, as he sent on Mashiach Yahushua himself, shall descend from heaven. Like he ascended in heaven. In Acts the 1st chapter, the 9th verse, he going to descend from heaven. For the Most High himself shall descend from heaven with the shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trump, there go that trumpet, of the Most High. When you hear that trumpet long, the trumpet of the Most High, and the dead that have died by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua in the name of the Lord and Savior shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds, in the chariots of the Most High. Tell you the chariots are the clouds in Psalms 104:3, to meet the Most High while Mashiach Yahushua and Mashiach Yahushua in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Most High. Wherefore comfort one another with these words. So going back to, we the people of Israel in the wilderness, Exodus 19:16. So we was ready on the third day. Okay, listen what it says. Okay, let's read verse 14 down. Since we stopped there, it says, and Moses went down from the mount unto the people and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. See? You want you to be clean. They washed their clothes. And he said unto the people, that's why you're not supposed to be dealing with the Most High being dirty. You're supposed to be clean. But you're supposed to think about, let me make sure I have something clean to wear. And not dirty or nasty or whatever. That's what he's telling you. These are the things that we got to look at and say, okay, well, that's not hard. Sanctify the people, meaning cleaning them up. You know, not only our spirit inside, but our outside apparel too. It says, and Moses went down from the mount unto the people and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. And he said unto the people, be ready against the third day. Come not at your wives. See? Don't have intercourse with your wives. That's what he's saying. Don't come at your wives, because that makes you unclean until that next day. Next evening, it says. So it says, and it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud. You hear that? So don't worry about hearing the trumpet. The trumpet of the Most High we just read about in 1 Thessalonians 4:16 down. Don't worry about hearing the trumpet of the Most High. You hear what it says? It was loud. And the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud. So that all the people that was in the camp trembled. You know the Most High's voice is thunder. So all the people in the camp was trembling. And Moses brought forth the people out of the camp to meet with the Most High. And they stood at the nether part of the mount. So he brought the people to meet with the Most High, right? And they stood at the nether part of the mount. And Mount Sinai was altogether on a smoke, because the Most High descended upon it in fire, and the smoke thereof ascended as the smoke of a furnace, like a volcano. And the whole mount quaked greatly. Hear that? The whole mount shaking like an earthquake. And when the voice of the trumpet sounded long and waxed louder and louder, Moses spake, and the Most High answered him by a voice. Remember the angel of the Most High speaking for the Most High. The Most High came down upon Mount Sinai on the top of the mount. And the Most High, Elohim, the powers, called Moses up to the top of the mount. And Moses went up. The Most High said unto Moses, go down, charge the people, lest they break through unto the Most High to gaze, to look. You know how nosy we are. Said, go down there before they break through and look, try and look. And many of them perish. Like he just told them, what'd he say? Stone them, shoot an arrow through them, kill them. They come near from those boundaries. You see? And let the priests also, which come near to the Most High, sanctify themselves, lest the Most High break forth upon them. Let them clean themselves up too, lest the Most High break forth upon them. See, people thinking that they could just do whatever they want to do. That's still that mindset of follow your heart, from Christianity and so forth. Got you all twisted. The Most High is a man, first and foremost, that shall not lie. He said, if you come near, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. That's why he said, and Moses said unto the Most High, the people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, but thou chargest us, saying, set bounds about the mount and sanctify it. And the Most High said unto him, away, get thee down. Get on away from me. Get thee down, and thou shalt come up, thou and Aaron with thee. But let not the priests and the people break through to come up unto the Most High, lest he break forth upon them. Now, do you think the Most High can't touch you? You hear what he said? He had from the beginning of this world, creating this world, and telling us all we need is him. From the Adamites all the way to the Israelites, all the way to the end. All you need is me. And we said we don't need him. It's still the same thing. He said, do what I say do, and we're going to do what we want to do. And think the Most High is not going to deal with us. Because you still got that mindset of being twisted. And that's real. Your mind is twisted in the way you think when you think about him. You hear what he said? He said, but let not the priests and the people break through to come up unto the Most High, lest he break forth upon them. Hear that? Lest he break forth upon them. So Moses went down unto the people and spake to them, telling them, hey, you don't want to mess with him. You better be cool. But why is it that our people, they like, and the Most High he will visit you and he will deal with you. But why is it that there's only a certain dispensation of time that we recognize the Most High is dealing with us? And then we go back to wickedness, go back to doing evil, going back to doing the things that's contrary to what he would have us do. I'm talking about we as Israelites. We ain't no holier than thou. Other people that don't know, they don't know. But we know. So listen. Verse 18 of Exodus 20th chapter. It say, and all the people saw the thunderings. Remember, we require a sign, right? So when all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking, and when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. They removed. They moved away. They got away. And they said unto Moses, speak thou with us. He told Moses, you speak to us, Moses, and we will hear. So you speak to us, Moses, we will hear. But let not the Most High speak with us, lest we die. lest we die. Just the Most High is speaking to us. We're going to die. But then it's almost like, oh, he can't touch you because you untouchable. It can't happen to you. But it's coming. It's coming. We near this end time, y'all. And Moses said unto the people, fear not, for the Most High has come to prove you, and that his fear may be before your faces. See that? But see, he haven't, I guess, manifest himself into the people that's in darkness. We're supposed to be the lights shining bright in this wicked world. But people that's in darkness, he got to visit them. Make their eyes buck out or their head, scared to death, like we were here. That's how you get our attention. And the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness where the Most High was. That's another thing. The Most High dwell in thick darkness. People can't understand that. But he is light. But he dwelleth in thick darkness. Can you relate to that? As it is written. And Most High said unto Moses, thus thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, ye have seen that I have talked with you from heaven through the angel. Ye shall not make with me gods of silver, neither shall ye make unto you gods of gold. An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings, and thy peace offerings, thy sheep, and thy oxen. In all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee. And if thou wilt make me an altar of stone, thou shalt not build it of hewn stone. For if thou lift up thy tool upon it, thou hast polluted it. Neither shalt thou go up by steps unto mine altar, that thy nakedness be not discovered thereon. So he's telling us we couldn't go up, men couldn't go up the steps, without being covered up. That's why he had a special like pouch that we put in our breeches for our scrotum to go into. He didn't want to see our nakedness. That's why you're not supposed to be praying naked. You understand? I'll read to you again. Neither shall thou go up by steps unto mine altar, that thy nakedness be not discovered thereon. You see? He didn't want to see our nakedness. So from there, let's look at Hebrews, the 12th chapter. Hebrews 12 and 18. It says, for ye are not come unto the mount that might be touched, that we just read about, and that burn with fire, nor unto blackness and darkness and tempest. You see, that's where the Most High dwell. We just read it. But ye are not come unto the mount that might be touched, and that burn with fire, nor unto blackness and darkness and tempest, and the sound of a trumpet, and the voice of words, which voice they that heard entreated, that the words should not be spoken to them anymore. It was afraid. For they could not endure that which was commanded. And if so much as a beast touch the mountain, it shall be stoned or thrust through with a dart. You see? And so terrible was the sight that Moses said, I exceedingly fear and quake. Scared them. People and Moses was scared. You see, Moses was scared too. And so terrible was the sight that Moses said, I exceedingly fear and quake. But you are come unto Mount Zion. Mount Zion. and into the city of the living power, the heavenly Jerusalem, and to an innumerable company of angels. Hear that? Innumerable company of angels. To the general assembly and church of the firstborn, which are written in heaven, and to the Most High, the judge of all, and to the spirits of just men made perfect. You see, because the Most High said he's laboring to make us perfect. The Most High will is us. And to a Mashiach Yahushai, the mediator of the new covenant, and to the blood of sprinkling that speaketh better things than that of Abel. Because his blood had to be shed for our sins. No remission of sins without shedding the blood. See that ye refuse not him that speaketh. For if they escape not who refused him that spake on earth, much more shall not we escape if we turn away from him that speaketh from heaven. You hear that? Say much more if we turn away from him, our mediator, Mashiach Shai, that speaketh from heaven. And speaking before the Most High with groanings that's so sad that we can't even get that sad. Whose voice then shook the earth. Hear that? Whose voice then shook the earth. But now he had promised, saying, yet once more I shake not the earth only, but also heaven. And this word, yet once more, signifieth the removing of those things that are shaken, as of things that are made, that those things which cannot be shaken may remain. You know, because some things not going to be shaken on this earth, but he's going to shake a whole lot of things up and remove them. And some things going to remain. Wherefore we receiving the kingdom. That's what it's all about, y'all. Receiving this kingdom, which cannot be moved. Remember? 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So we going to receive a kingdom which cannot be moved. Let us have grace, whereby we may serve the Most High acceptably with reverence and righteous fear. Hear that? Righteous fear. For our Most High power is a consuming fire. He's fire, y'all. That's why we have to, in every way, shape, and form, honor him in a way that will please him. And the only way you're going to know how to please him is to know him through this Bible, through the word of the Most High. That's the only way you're going to know to please him. Look at, he's a consuming fire. Look at Ezekiel 1. And let's look at verse 27. And this is through theophany, meaning giving you a vision of if we could see the Most High. So you know. He says it's consuming fire. Listen to what it says. And I saw as the color, this is Ezekiel 1:27. And I saw as the color of amber, as the appearance of fire, round about within it. From the appearance of his loins even upward, and from the appearance of his loins even downward. So he's fire from his loins up and fire from his loins down. That's what he says he goes saying. I saw it with the appearance of fire, and it had brightness round about, as the appearance of a bow that is in the cloud in the day of rain. So was the appearance of the brightness round about. This was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Most High. And when I saw it, I fell upon my face, and I heard a voice of one that spake. So, like father, like son, Mashiach Shai say, hey, I am my father I want. John 10:30. So he's coming with fire. He's coming with fire. Look at, go back to Proverbs, first chapter. That's why it's very important for us to, like you said, before we go there, let's go to St. John 14 and 15. St. John 14, 15. Hamashiach Shai said, if you love me, keep my commandments, right? He said, if you love him, keep his commandments. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, because he's the comforter, that he, a male, may abide with you forever, even the Spirit of truth, which is the Holy Spirit, holy angel, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you, right? I will not leave you comfortless, I will come to you. And he came in Acts the 2nd chapter. So look at 1 John 5 and 3. This is very important. I want you to see this because people that go to church, they don't really look at this. It says the leaders are not teaching this. 1 John 5 and 3. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. You're not supposed to be feeling a certain way about doing what's right according to the Most High. You see what I'm saying? It's wrong to think that it's not conducive to good health and good spiritual awareness of the Most High loving you, and you're doing what's wrong. It says, for this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. You see that? So his commandments are not grievous. You're supposed to feel sad about doing what's right. It's the people that's wicked, yeah, they can't deal with this because they wicked. And the Most High gonna deal with them. That's why we have a reason to feel the way we feel in dealing with people that are, operating contrary to the Most High, because it's just not conducive to or even a sound living, because he gonna visit them. They don't fear the Most High. If you don't fear the Most High, then hey, what you got coming besides the wrath of the Most High? So now, when you think about if you're doing what's right, then hopefully this don't apply to you. But go to Proverbs 1 and verse 22. He said, how long, ye simple ones, call you simple, will you love simplicity? So how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning. Like, they scorning right now. Some of you probably listen to this and scorning in your own way against what's coming out in the fear of the Most High. His eyes 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of man, and even the secret parts. Thinking you're doing something, getting away with something. Say, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. That's why a fool gonna leave. Fool ain't gonna be listening to this. A fool gonna get their hat. They hate knowledge to make them change. But when the Most High visit them, and they gonna watch, they're gonna be coming crying to y'all doors. They're gonna be coming, when this go down, they're gonna be always coming to those that they feel is living a righteous life. But fools hate knowledge. Verse 24. He said, because I have called and you refused. Say he called us, but we refused. Many are called, but few are what? Chosen. So you gotta be endure to the end to be chosen. He say, because I have called and you refuse. I have stretched out my hand, which is through the men that's teaching this truth, bringing this truth in these last days, and no man regard it. And women don't regard it either. Not just men, but women too. But ye have said at not all my counsel, like it's nothing. Oh, I don't want to hear come this Bible again. I don't want to hear that. Because you're dealing with the devil. You're the devil. The devil ain't going to want to hear this. Because it's going to convict them. They're going to, what it say? Proverbs 28:1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. See? They got to go. They got to leave. They can't deal with this because it convicts them. But one thing's for sure, you can't run from the Most High. Try running from the Most High. When he visits you, say, oh, no, you can't touch me. Because you ran. The wicked run. The wicked flee when no man pursue. Ain't nobody pursuing no one. But some of you going to turn it off. You can't deal with it. You got to flee because you're wicked. But ye have, verse 25 of Proverbs, the first chapter, but you have said at not all my counsel. And his counsel all throughout this Bible. And with none of my reproof. Listen what he's going to do to you. He say, I also will laugh at your calamity. Build all you want to. Moses said, I'm going to laugh at your calamity when he bring you down. Don't look at me. I'm just reading what it says. I'm giving you the understanding. And he said, with all I get understanding. He said, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. See, you ain't fearing the Most High. People don't fear the Most High. But when you be afraid and scared of him, he say he's going to be mocking you. Ain't that something? You got a sense of humor. He said, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Look at Isaiah. Look at Isaiah 66:4, I believe. Let me see. Yeah. Isaiah 66:4. He said, Isaiah 66:4. He said, I also will choose their delusions. You hear this? The Most High said, I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. Not fear, but fears. Gonna scare them to death. Gonna scare them. And will bring their fears upon them. Because when I called, when he tried to call you, to have you to learn this truth, learn it, live it, and apply it in your life, none did answer. Hear that? None of you answered. When I spake, when he spoke to the men that he had bringing this truth in these last days, they did not hear. They ain't want to hear. So I said, the wicked flee when no man pursue it. But the righteous are bold as a lion. Proverbs 28:1. We just read it. But they did evil before mine eyes. Hear that? That's why they fleeing, because they did evil before the Most High's eyes. And chose that in which I delighted not. They chose that which the Most High delighted not. Therefore, they're going to have to deal with it. Have to deal with it. You know, it's Most High's consuming fire. Says a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power. Isaiah 65:12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear. But did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. That's why I was dealing with those different lessons of wickedness. I'm going to read it to you again. Isaiah 65:12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not, chose to sin before the Most High's eyes. And people are like, you don't see me. They got that you don't see me spirit. That's why he's saying what he's saying. Going back to Proverbs 1. There's nothing that can be done about it except for you cry to the Most High wholeheartedly, a whole lot. Change your ways. Hopefully you'll have mercy. You heard what he just said. That makes me afraid of him. That makes me scared of him. But you not scared of him? Oh, he can't touch you though, right? Because you all that. Somebody built you up to be all that. You done built yourself up in pride to be all that. Better think again. Yasharala, y'all better hear the word of the Most High. Proverbs 1. We're in the last days. You know. You think about it, he can have you suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer before even you want to die. He won't let you die. He just said what he gonna do. I can't stop it. I can't change it. I just bring forth the message. Proverbs 1:25. But ye have set at naught all my counsel. Better fear the Most High. And with none of my reproof. He said, also will laugh at your calamity. Hear what he said? I'm gonna laugh at your calamity. When I'm slaughtering you to the sword, I'm gonna laugh at you. I will mock when your fear cometh. Hear what he said? I'm gonna mock when your fear cometh. Isaiah 66:4. Just so you know. Isaiah 66:4. I also will choose their delusions. Hear what he say? He gonna choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them. Fears. You think you ever been scared? You gonna be really, really afraid and scared. When the Most High say he gonna bring fears, not fear, but fears. Fears upon them. Because when I called, none did answer. They ain't interested in this. The world is better than the Most High. The white man's world, the Israelite world, the whatever world you want to be in is better than the Most High, right? It gives you more than this, right? We gonna find out if your way gonna work or the Most High's way gonna work.